ಹರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಇಡೀ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯ ನಿಯಮ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹರಿ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಬೀಜದಿಂದ ವೃಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೂವು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲದೂ ಕೂಡ ಹರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನಾಶ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನೋ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ನಾಶ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಶಿವ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಶ ಆಗೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟು, ನಾಶ ಮಾಡೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಶಿವ ಆಗೊಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಬದಲಾಗೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹರಿ ಆಗೊಳ್ಕೋತಾನೆ.
I've not been recommended a film so incessantly in recent history than the comment section of the channel being flooded with the title Garuda Gamana Vrishabha Vahana, Kannada film written, directed and starring Raj B. Shetty. An individual that impressed with his understated and comedic timing in a film like Undu Mutteya Kathe has absolutely transformed himself by taking up the daunting task of being responsible for several portfolios with this film. The movie is special in many ways and something that Kannadians are extremely proud of. I was actually reading an article from Deccan Herald written by MV Vivek that actually enlightened me on the several struggles that the Kannada film industry has had over the past few years. The article talks about everything from average scripts being touted as big releases, shortage of screens, an increase in the production of proven formulas, and the problem with remakes, namely around 52 being produced in the span of 5 years. Another problem that I was not privy to included almost 10 releases taking place in the span of the same week, compelling exhibitors to deny screening some of them. Irrespective, the Kannada film industry has spoken about what they expected to be the golden age of their films in the mid-2000s, but it never really elevated to soar and become a resurgence of sorts. I have consistently raved about Rakshit Shetty films like Ulidvaru Kandate, Avane Sriram Narayana, Pavan Kumar ventures like Lucia and U-Turn, and the beautiful coming-of-age film like Gantumute that released just a few years ago. While Pan-India may only know KGF, which has helped in changing the perception that people have of the Kannada film industry, avid film fans of the industry genuinely want other products in the same language that they can be proud of, and this film by Raj Shetty definitely checks off that box. What is your perception also? Please tell me of the Kannada film industry, and what do you think has been its biggest hurdles over the years? Let me know in the comments below. I'm fascinated to be educated on the same. Garuda Gamana Vrishabha Vahana is set in the backdrop of the coastal and cultural city of Mangalore. Two kids, Hari and Shiva, that grow up together hand in hand in unison, only for there to be conflicts arising in their friendship that is originally set with a solid foundation of admiration, trust and love. Why does the conflict arise? How do the contrasting characters complement one another? The underworld of Mangalore and the several rackets that they manage, and finally the ultimate face-off makes the ingredients of this film that is an absolute treat to watch in theaters. Raj B. Shetty is a fascinating mind that really does need to create more and more. I would highly recommend you check out his and Rakshit Shetty's recent interview on the Film Companion South channel, as it provides for such an in-depth and beautiful conversation of the mental space in which he was when he created this film with so many themes from Indian history and mythology. The first thing that I was absolutely fascinated by with this film was its music and background score. As you sit in the theater to possibly watch a gangster thriller, you are first introduced to a song titled Demon in Me, sung by Rakshit and Anjali. The interesting choice already makes you curious about the world that you will be transported to. I think everyone who is a fan of this film demands for the jukebox to be released on YouTube, because its background score that is utilized for several scenes enhance them with such precision that you want to hear the tunes again. Music composer Midhun Mukundan has done such a fine job. Whether it be the melancholic tune that plays as the origin story of Shiva gets unfolded, the devotional song that commences as Shiva has his first public outburst that literally gave me goosebumps, the song that showcases the admiration that Hari has for Shiva's destructive ways, is also not only heartfelt but hilarious as well. My favorite, however, is what this film has methodically done, and that is the anticipatory background score, transitioning each time when you know that shit is gonna hit the fan. There is a thin line between an abundant musical score that makes its presence almost overbearing and another one that just fits and assists the storyline perfectly. This one definitely fits the latter category. The film and its title is a clear indication of the commentary provided on Indian mythology and history. The title Garuda Gamana represents Vishnu and Vrishabha Vahana represents Shiva. While one protects and brings a sense of semblance in the world, the other is responsible for destruction. The film was originally going to be titled Harihara, indicative of the same contrast between Vishnu and Shiva that are essentially one of the same. This contrast is portrayed through the characters played by Rishabh and Raj in the film. One who has a pragmatic mind and thinks about protecting the best interests of the people around him, and the other who wouldn't think twice before annihilating everyone that poses a threat. The police officer newly transferred to Mangalore, hired precisely to end both of them, goes by the name of Brahmaya. The beautiful part about this film is that these characters don't have romantic interests or unnecessary subplots that take away from what the film should focus on. Despite being 2 hours and 30 minutes long, never did I feel that the running minutes of this film should have been chopped down in any shape or form. Let me also know in the comments below, if you have seen this movie, what really stood out for you. The performances of this film are so bloody good. Rishabh Shetty and the character arc that he provides to Hari is so impressive to see. From a timid and naive fellow, the growth in confidence as he dons a beard and a gold chain is something to marvel at. Raj B. Shetty as the unpredictable and violent Shiva is a force to be reckoned with. There is certain behind the scenes footage that I have seen of the actor and he doesn't get out of character even after cut, intimidating the cast and the crew quite a bit. This level of dedication to the role is something that we rarely get to see, and in each scene, Raj and his presence exudes a sense of intimidation and an unhinged quality that makes it one of my favorite performances of the year. Seeing him in the torrential rain perform a tiger dance as a rival gang helplessly just looked on still sends shivers down my spine. The kids playing younger versions of both the characters also make for an extremely heartfelt origin story, conveyed through such organic performances. Gopal Krishna Deshpande as Brahmaya, the narrator of the film, and the police officer in charge, has a beautiful journey. From being absolutely terrified of the gang's tactics to being smart on how to counter them, he has probably the best concluding moment that bursts the theatre into laughter. More than anything else, it is the screenplay written by Raj Shetty that makes this film truly special. The contrast between both the characters, one that washes off his sins after committing crimes and the other that plays gully cricket. The references provided with respect to the racketeering practices of the underworld in Mangalore that ranges from cable connections and bus timings to several other things. The creative choice of every character having their respective quirks, especially Shiva wearing the footwear of his latest victims, makes this film such an interesting written piece that can be discussed for months to come. The concluding moments of this film is definitely bittersweet and inevitable. Something that breaks your heart, but also something that you anticipated. If you actually watch this film again, there will be several references that will pop up, something that you may have completely missed in its first viewing. And that all has to do with the layered and detailed writing that makes this film truly worth every minute, especially the references to Indian mythology. If it is in a theatre near you, I will highly recommend you check it out. It's probably the best release that has come out this week and just makes you feel proud that such products are coming out of India. And that was a video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.